These parents put themselves first. In 2017, this mom was accused of leaving her 4 young children home alone while she went on an 8-day European vacation. 30-year-old Erin Lee Mackey even posted photos of the trip. Mackey had 4 children, 12-year-old twins, a 7-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
In my eyes, it was a clear, deliberate, intentional act.
Mackey's ex-husband, a police officer, spoke to Inside Edition.
I'm really angry, but I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not.
Cops went to the apartment the day after the mom flew to Germany after getting a tip that the kids had been left home alone.
How are the children doing right now?
They're doing well.
How many days passed between when you contacted her and when she returned to the United States?
7 days.
7 days, oh my.
She explained herself in court.
They were with my aunt and uncle as of the 20th.
If she wants to go on vacation, more power to her, but you got a responsibility as a mother first.
Mackey entered an Alford plea and was sentenced to 2 years of probation on 4 counts of child endangerment. In 2023, this mom was accused of leaving her 7-year-old daughter in her car while she went drinking. Ann Mercogliano has more.
Police say the little girl was left in the parking lot around midnight. 3 hours later, at 3 in the morning, the child got out and went into the bar looking for her mom. It was closing time, and the staff called the cops.
We had a little girl come to my establishment looking for her mommy. We don't know where she belongs.
So we've got a little girl inside.
They gave her ice cream until cops arrived.
Where's your mommy at?
Okay.
You don't know? You said you walked from your car.
Yeah, because I fell asleep and then she hasn't been there ever since. My mom said it wouldn't be long and then she just haven't came back. She can maybe be in any of these buildings. She walked off to one, but I can't see where because she turned the lights off. She was wearing a long sleeve shirt and then she wore some shorts.
Found her.
At 6:30 a.m., 35-year-old Veronica Elliott appeared out of nowhere. She was barefoot, covered in dirt, and cops say under the influence.
You realize it's 6:30 in the morning, right?
I do now.
And you realize that your daughter, 7?
Yes.
7 years old, has been by herself with us for 4?
No.
For 4 hours? What on God's green earth were you doing that your daughter is here by herself at 7 years old, where she's terrified and goes into the bar and asks random bar people to help and call the police?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it.
She was charged with child neglect without great bodily harm, and the Florida Department of Children and Families took custody of her daughter. The case is currently still open. In 2017, these parents sparked outrage when they posted videos of them playing a cruel joke on their kids.
I didn't do that! Mom and Dad, I didn't
Oh my God!
Stephen Fabian spoke to the parents.
Doesn't it bother you to see your son so upset, crying?
It does bother us. In that prank, we got carried away in the moment. And we really never meant for any of this to be taken this way.
You guys were using some foul language that I think is startling to hear parents use in front of their children.
What the? We do curse sometimes. We're real people. I mean, we're not gonna hide that.
The video starts with Heather squirting disappearing ink on the rug in her son Cody's room. Then she called him up the stairs and blamed him.
What the?
I didn't do that! I didn't do that! I swear.
For me personally, this was hard for me to watch. He did seem traumatized. You don't see anything wrong with that?
He wasn't really traumatized. That's the thing.
Another son also got dragged into it, and both boys burst into tears before mom and dad revealed it's a prank.
You guys got pranked hard.
They did.
Hard.
Honestly, we were all just having fun. After everything, they laughed about it.
News outlets around the world reported on the controversy, and reaction was harsh.
You don't worry this could have some sort of long-term effect on his trust, on his mental health?
If we saw signs of anything like that, we would get him help immediately.
I didn't do that!
A month later, the parents lost custody of 2 of the 5 children in the home. The Frederick County Sheriff's Office said it helped carry out their removal per a court order. They were later placed with their biological mother.
Put the baby down!
In 2022, this father used his little boy as a human shield. Deputies were faced with the tough dilemma of taking him into custody without injuring the baby.
Holding a 1-year-old child in the center of your chest clearly is using the child as a shield.
The shocking standoff started as a domestic dispute. The dad was accused of kidnapping his 1-year-old son, and a police chase ended at a McDonald's drive-thru in Palm Coast, Florida.
Put the kid down!
They reportedly warned him to release the child and get on the ground. He wouldn't, so they tased him.
It was extremely difficult. When you fire a taser, you're sending out 2 prongs. And fortunately, one prong hit the suspect in the leg and the other one in his chest area, but away from the baby.
Deputies immediately rushed in to rescue the baby and reassure him. The suspect rolled under the vehicle with the canine dog in pursuit. He then crawled out. All the while, the child was calling for his father. He was later taken into custody and the baby was reunited with mom.
There you go. Yep, appreciate it. Thank you.
You don't know who I am and you don't care who I am.
In summer of 2024, a car was unlocked to rescue a baby after police say the infant's dad was inside an Ohio casino gambling. A couple was returning to their white SUV in a parking garage when they heard the baby making noise in the car next to theirs. So they called 911.
Well, you guys just parked right next to it? Well, we were here. And you look and you're like, hold on. Did you hear it?
No. This wasn't here when we parked.
When cops arrived, they went to find the parents.
We're going to go for the parent?
Well, I don't know which one's the parent. We just
hey, guys, there's 2 with the car. 2 with the car. The parent is the one I want. I want them both, but I want the parent.
The dad was in the casino.
Who's the father of the baby? That's you? Cool. Yeah.
You're under arrest right now for child endangerment.
What are you thinking? Leaving a baby in a car while you go?
He was arrested on charges of child endangerment and allegedly leaving the baby in the car. In September of 2024, 30-year-old Madeline Monahan was called the worst mom in the world for vacationing at Disney World without her 2 kids. The travel agent booked the solo trip to help promote her business as Disney kicked off the launch of its Halloween season. She enjoyed cocktails, met Disney characters, and rode Thunder Mountain roller coaster. But after posting the images, social media ruthlessly passed judgment.
I was just absolutely blown away by the sheer just evilness, nastiness, just absolute hatred that I received. I got a lot of actually threats to my life.
Others came to Madeline's defense, especially when it emerged that she planned on bringing her kids and husband on a separate Disney trip just 3 weeks later.
My message to parents out there was, don't feel guilty about taking that solo trip. If that's what makes you happy, take that solo trip, experience Disney by yourself and have fun.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.